Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Stuff of Love. I'm Dr. Lori Buckley, and today I'm talking about Valentine's Day. Now, for many people, Valentine's Day is just a disappointment, a frustration. Sometimes it even leaves people feeling sad. But today I'm going to be talking about some things that you can do not only to have a great Valentine's Day, but really some reasons why you might want to take advantage of this holiday, because there are opportunities here that you may not have ever even thought about. Now, if you are somebody who does not believe in Valentine's Day, you think of it as just a ridiculous holiday that just leaves you really frustrated, pressured, and oftentimes broke, because let's face it, things get more expensive at Valentine's Day, then I want to tell you why, if you have a partner who likes Valentine's Day, you might want to consider celebrating it. Because I understand it's a very difficult thing to do when it doesn't really fall in line with your values or your desires. But here's the truth: when you have a partner who enjoys Valentine's Day, even if they say, nah, it's not that big of a deal, it's okay, I can live without it. Here's the opportunity. It is a holiday that is, while it is commercialized, that is designed to celebrate love. And some people say, well, we can celebrate love every day. We don't need a special holiday to do that. And I agree that that's true. However, it is a good opportunity to remember to celebrate, to remind you to love every day. And it's just one of those holidays, like most holidays, that we can kind of have a reset, whether it's New Year's Day or Thanksgiving. There are opportunities for us to say, maybe this is something that I can do more of, or I can do better. And while there is pressure, I understand, to be a certain way, maybe buy a certain gift or do something special. It doesn't have to be so complicated or expensive. But when you're showing your partner, hey, I love you, and yes, this is a day that we're supposed to do that, but I am choosing to do that because I know it means something to you, why wouldn't you take advantage of that? The way I feel about it, it's an important opportunity, or an opportunity missed if you don't celebrate it, especially if your partner has any interest at all. So, what if you're single? Being single is difficult on Valentine's Day. I've been single many Valentine's days, and I've also been coupled many Valentine's days. And I find myself oftentimes feeling frustrated or disappointed or sad as well. However, I did figure out some things that have worked for myself and the couples I work with. And those are the things that I want to share with you today. So, the expectations are usually, all expectations can be problematic, anyways. And so, if you're expecting your partner to do something, but you haven't let them know, or you're feeling like you should be in love or in a relationship and you're not, or you feel that your partner should think about it the way that you do, like, all of these expectations can cause all of those bad feelings. So, one, if you do like Valentine's Day and you are with a partner, let them know. Let them know what you would like. Let them know it's important to you. You're not making them do anything. You're just giving them information so they can make a choice of what they want to do with that. And trust me, our partners want information, because sometimes Valentine's Day doesn't get celebrated or enjoyed because those expectations, maybe they're not realized, but oftentimes they're not expressed. And to express them is really, really important. And it does count if you let your partner know what you would like. So I've talked about this before, but I just, call me a romantic, but I really like the little hearts with the chocolates in it. Makes me happy. I have a husband who brings me flowers every week, which is, I feel very blessed for that. But I get flowers every week from him, and I appreciate it every time. But flowers on Valentine's Day can be problematic. Why? Because they're 10 times as expensive. I don't even think that's an exaggeration. Buying roses on Valentine's Day, or any flowers, is going to cost you way more than it would on any other day. And sometimes the quality isn't even as good. That's the same case for restaurants, right? You go to a restaurant on Valentine's Day because that's what you do. Go out to a fancy restaurant, go out to a special place, and that sounds great. But on Valentine's Day, oftentimes the prices are higher and the quality is lower, and it's really hard to get a reservation. So that is something you need to plan for. But it doesn't have to be that. It doesn't have to be the flowers or even the chocolates or out to dinner. You can get creative with that. But think about what you would like to do, what would mean a lot to you, let your partner know. If they understand what it is, maybe it just negates all of what their expectations were or what they thought your expectations were, and there can be a possibility to create something that's really fun. Now, if you're a woman and you're single, there can be Galentine's Day, so you can go out with your friends. That's really important. But if you don't want to do that, what can you do at home? You could have a little party. You could even lay in bed alone and watch rom-coms and eat popcorn and chocolate. And you can even cry if that's what you want to do. You could also imagine, as I have done many times, that this will be your last Valentine's Day alone. How do you want to celebrate it? Because when you know this is your last Valentine's Day alone, if you don't want to be alone, then celebrate that, embrace it, enjoy it. This too shall pass. And maybe next Valentine's Day, you will be in a relationship and you'll remember what it was like to celebrate it alone from a place of appreciation, but also, I hope, joy. Self love is really important. And when we can love ourselves, forgive the cliche, but it is true, that's when we can allow love into our lives. And when you're just feeling sad and miserable about being alone and not enjoying what that can bring, and you can watch my video about being happily single, because I was happily single last year. Now I'm happily married and I'm coupled and I feel very fortunate. But that doesn't mean I didn't enjoy those Valentine's days by myself or with my girlfriends. There's lots of fun that you can have, even if you're not in a loving relationship, because there's always love in your life, whether it's for yourself or from friends or family. Find that love and celebrate it. That's what Valentine's Day is. Yes, it's commercialized. I'm not going to tell you that it isn't. It is a holiday that is meant to sell flowers and candies and get people to go to restaurants and spend a lot of money. And that's just the truth. It is, but that doesn't mean that's how you have to celebrate Valentine's Day. So let's talk about what you can do, maybe some ideas to celebrate Valentine's Day and have fun without having to buy into all of that expensive stuff and that commercialized stuff and all the stuff that, often is disappointing really in the end. And it is about love. So what does that mean? It's such an individual thing. Everybody has their own thing. Maybe you really enjoy nature or going on hikes. Maybe that's what you could do. You could go somewhere special, be outdoors, be in nature, take a hike together, wear matching shirts, whatever that might be. Yes, you can drink champagne or wine or even some really great tea, and you don't even have to cook dinner. You could order in, you can have a picnic in bed, which is always one of my favorite things. Before I knew how to cook, which was a while ago. I've been cooking for a while now, but there was a time that I didn't cook. And I wanted to do something special for my husband. So what I did is I created a Valentine's Day in bed. So what does that look like? I mean, it can look like anything you want. But for me, and what I think is a fun idea for a lot of people, is to create this picnic in bed where it's all about finger foods. So there's no utensils necessary. You can use your imagination here. There's no cooking necessary. And it can be fun. Like literally put a blanket on the bed and put out those finger foods, put on some nice music, wear some sexy lingerie if you want, and it can be really a fun experience. And you can eat off of each other's bodies, you can feed each other. It can be fun. Some ideas: fruit, chocolate, cheese, crudité, vegetables, basically. I mean, whatever it is, but have it be kind of fun and sensual. And it can be a ritual or something that you can do every year, and something that will probably cause a few laughs and will be memorable. You could, if you prefer, turn on, again, a nice rom-com or some romantic old classical movie, whatever it is that would feel kind of fun for you. And again, you can do that alone, but really fun to do it with a partner. Celebrating love, however you celebrate love. Now, let's talk about presents, because presents can be tricky, right? I know a lot of couples that don't buy each other presents when they've been together for a while because, well, maybe they're financially secure, or they feel like, well, if I want something or my partner wants something, they'll just buy it themselves. Or, well, we have so much stuff, we don't really need stuff. And I don't know what to get. Whatever I get, he or she doesn't really like. doesn't really need. And so, the giving presents oftentimes for many holidays, even birthdays, kind of fall by the wayside. Again, I think that's a missed opportunity. Getting each other a gift can be such a wonderful thing, and it doesn't have to be expensive and it doesn't have to be so hard. I mean, one of my favorite gifts to get and to give is a love letter. Writing a love letter, letting your partner know all of the things you love about them, and really all of the things that you want to continue to share with them, and your hopes and dreams, and really just any kind of memories that you have in the past year you can share, or in your history together. Anything that is expressing your love in the way that you want to express it, that's something that will always have value. Now, if your partner likes chocolate, like many women do, and some men, women aren't the only ones who like chocolate. Why not buy your partner some chocolate? You can get it a week or two ahead of Valentine's Day, so you can beat the rush, and it's not going to be such a difficult thing. Don't wait till the last minute. That does not turn out well. I've heard too many horror stories about that. But yeah, simple little thing. It can be something you buy at CVS, or it can be C's Candy. Well, that's a West Coast thing. I forget what it is on the East Coast, but Godiva, we all have chocolate places, Visages, all kinds of wonderful chocolates that you can get. And, chocolate is an aphrodisiac. We can talk about that. What is an aphrodisiac? Well, I'm going to say an aphrodisiac is anything that turns your partner on. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a food. What turns your partner on? Maybe it's something that you eat. Maybe it's music that you play. Maybe it's dancing in the living room. Really, it really can be fun. Valentine's Day can be fun when you don't take it too seriously, and you talk about some things and you make some plans. And if it's something that neither one of you want and neither one of you like, and you don't want to celebrate it in any way, you know what? That's okay too. But if one of you does like Valentine's Day, I'm just going to say it would be a huge mistake not to celebrate it for the person who doesn't. An opportunity, especially when they know that this is something that you don't necessarily buy into. What would that mean for your partner to know that you've gone out of your way to create really a special memory? And that's what it is. It's creating memorable moments and memories that you two can share. And when things get rough, as they often do in relationships, you can think about, and your partner can think about all of those things that you do. And trust me, it works. It does. When we have all of those little gestures coming in frequently, consistently over time, they don't have to be big, giant things. They do make all the difference in the world. So I hope I've helped, given you some ideas, maybe change the way you're thinking about Valentine's Day. And if you have any ideas or comments about Valentine's Day, please put them in the comments below. I always want to know. And thank you so much for watching, for listening, for tuning in. And if you like this channel, if you like this video, please press the like button and subscribe, because I got lots of great stuff coming up. Thank you for watching. Bye.